Hello, everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. Check out this great card we're going to do. And we're going to do the inside in the envelope. Join me in the craft room, and I'll show you how. For my card today, I'm going to use a scrap of Whisper White. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 3 by 4 1/4. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green that's 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. I have a piece of the butterfly, it's from Celebration. It's called Botanical Butterfly, and I'm going to use the black and white side. And it is actually 4 by 5 1/4. My card base is Whisper White, and it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. My envelope, I'm going to use the detailed Dragonfly thinlits along with that one. I'm using the Dragonfly Dreams, and I'm going to use this Dragonfly. I'm going to use Blueberry Bushel and Granny Apple Green. I have my sponges for each of those. I'm going to do some glycerin coloring. I have a block for that. And I have my basic black baker's twine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scrap here, and I kind of need to get an idea of size. So I'm going to mark here, and I'll go all the way over. I want to mark it down here on each side and up here. What that tells me is that's where I have to keep my ink so that I get the colors that I want. So I'm going to start by putting a drop on my block of glycerin, and I think I'll do the Blueberry Bushel on the top. So I'm going to take my Blueberry Bushel ink, and I'm going to put it up here, and I'm going to put some glycerin on my sponge, and I'm going to mix up into my Blueberry Bushel ink. And then what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to stamp off to make sure I don't get that. All right, so I'm going to add some color here. All right, and now I'm going to go to my Granny Apple Green. And let's see, I'm going to put some Granny Apple Green down here. And I need some more Blueberry Bushel. And this is a new sponge, so I'm going to really use up that glycerin and mix it in. And there we go. And I should have enough space that I can shift it down. And I'm going to go back with my blueberry and hit the top here. Now what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to take my Dragonfly. I want to let this dry. I was going to stamp it, but I need to let it dry first. So I'm going to take my card base, and I'm going to fold it in half. Use my bone folder. And I need my black and white. I'll be able to hide that. I had apparently a little bit on my hands. All right, so I'm going to put this down like so. And I'm making it even side to side, top to bottom. I need my granny apple green piece next. And this one's going to go at an angle, so I have to be careful that it doesn't hang over either edge. There we go. All right, so I've got that. And the next thing I have is a piece of Whisper White, and it's going to go on top, but before I put it on there, I'm going to do a bow. All right, I want it kind of angled, and I can slide it after I get it tied. All right, and I'm going to tie I'm going to do a double knot. Actually, what I'm going to take and do, because I don't really want a double knot, I got to move this. I can adjust this. I'm going to tie a bow. I'm going to try doing it without holding it. I don't know where my tweezers are. I got it, yes. All right, I'm going to pull this down just a little. All right, there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this over so that they kind of overlap like that. And I need my ribbon scissors to trim my ends. Be careful, I'll untie my bow and have to start all over again. And because I don't want that to move, I'm going to use a glue dot underneath. I'm going to take one and just kind of fold it in half. I'm going to pick it up and put it right underneath, and then that will stay together like this. Now I'm going to put this on, and it's going to go on fairly straight, but I want it on dimensionals. I've got all my backs off. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to put I'm doing it centered, side to side and top to bottom as best I can. It's a little hard with that wonky piece, but I think the wonky piece adds something. Now it's time to work on my dragonfly. So what I'm going to take and do is I'm going to ink him up with my Memento black ink. And I'm going to come down as far as I can on those lines. Hopefully, perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, I'm going to cut this out. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. I just think this is so pretty. And I just took a guess that this was going to work. And now I'm going to add this, probably this way, I don't know. Giving that a few minutes to dry. I'm going to add it with some dimensionals. And what I'm going to take and do is put a dimensional here on this wing and a dimensional on this wing, and I'm going to take some of these little tiny pieces down here at the bottom for the tail so that it has some support. So one little tiny piece from down there. Oh, the top came off. All right. And I'm going to put it right there like so. And I'm going to put it on there, and I forgot to take the backs off. Don't do that. I hate bending it. But there. And then I can bend the wings up a little. And then if your dimensional sticks out and it's noticeable, take your pokey tool and shove it underneath. And then it's hidden. I do that a lot. So there you go. What do you think? Very cute, huh? I stamped the inside and I thought I'd show you how I colored it. I took the negative from the one that I did for the front of the card, and then what I'm going to take and do, got to hold it in place. All right, and then I'm going to go over it very carefully because you don't want to hit the outside edges. So I did the green. Now I'm going to do, the blue. Now I'm going to do the green. And this just adds the color. Like on the front. So use your negative to color your envelope and the inside of your card. Okay, so there you go. There's the card. And the inside of the envelope. That's why I said you got to be careful. I kind of messed it up, but that's okay. It's the envelope. I hope I've inspired you today. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. I'd love to have some other people look at my videos. Have a great day.